Niakit, Janet, Chris, Kendricks. Hey,
Jeez. Alito.
CO,
Wina.
Kurumante,
Yate.
Chimichakma.
Chokma.
Oh, Chakma,
Good job, buddy.
Chimichakma.
And Kasi Asi Thali.
Kasi Hali Hali.
Thali.
You're not using
Kikadoos.
Yes.
Numanu. Or is it? No, Madawaka.
Numina.
No, Numana.
Say in
Numana.
Comanche.
Yeah.
And no.
Yeah. Yatte hey. Good morning. Coming here from El Reno, 1950. South
Okay.
Shepherd. Right across from Elizabeth Place Apartments. But we're here. So good morning. We're on. We had some people asking,
Yeah.
why doesn't it stay on time?
I don't think we've ever had a schedule for this thing.
No, it's just whenever creator wants us to get on. Yeah,
When creator gives us the time.
the time. So how's everybody doing? Did you have a good weekend? Or a good week so far?
Yeah, so far it's been good.
No fights,
No fights.
nobody threw up.
No. Well, my house is empty, so I ain't got none.
I got
fought with
throw-
myself.
I got a lot of throw
I
ups and
fought with
poops.
myself. I threw up a couple times.
Dang. How's your week, Darian? Our producer today.
It was good. I mean, I feel like it's slow, but there's a lot that we've been doing. And
Yeah.
So yeah, the days take forever. It seems like.
Slow days.
I think
Yeah.
it's because this weekend is coming up and we're like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And y'all's kind of like dreading it.
our bodies are like gearing up for it.
Mm.
Yeah, we're gonna be there, so
Yeah.
You got no problem in going.
Yeah,
you got no worries because
Yeah, you don't got no worries.
you don't ever show up to any of our stuff. So
Yeah, I'm here though. I'm here for support.
for support,
Yeah.
I'll send y'all messages.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Pray for y'all.
Mm,
I don't pray hate on y'all. I pray goodness.
appreciate it.
So don't be thinking I'm praying hating on y'all.
It's good.
Jealousy is more dangerous than diabetes.
Sounds like a Marcos quote.
Yeah.
No, MC1.
Oh
You don't remember?
no, I don't remember.
Anyways,
Mm.
so what's on the agenda today?
We're just prepping everything for this
You
weekend.
got your girls' Christmas play tonight?
Yeah, I got to go to Norman. Malia's performing Nutcracker tonight,
Uh-oh.
and then Eliana has their Christmas choir
In Norman?
program tonight. Yep. So they'll both be going on the same time. So I'm going to go see Malia and then try to fly over to catch the end of Eliana's performance. So it'll be fun.
Darren, you got...
Now today I'm just gonna pick up Zayla, then head to Holbert. And scare Theta in her cabin because she's
Mhm.
terrified to be solo, I guess.
Oh,
But yeah, and then just kind of hang out, and then prep for the Res Cover retreat.
I feel like we're going to have somebody like standing out there at the
Yeah.
corner and being like, "Hey, we're right
Yeah,
here."
yeah, we'll put a sign.
Yeah.
yeah. Put your flag up.
Everyone's worried about not being able to find the place.
Cherokee territory. Watch out for Bigfoot.
And the most Cherokee guy here is not even going to be there.
I know.
Ooh,
You,
I'm not.
you lived over there.
No, not that part. Hey, in Tantiqua, I did.
Dang.
Oh, good. We have a few comments, Darian.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that lady?
My mom
Oh,
says,
yeah.
"Hi, fellas." Kendrick
What up,
Sweezy says,
Leanne?
Nyakit from Elk City, MMU.
Nyakit.
Says, Good
Ititi
morning, y'all."
nakashake.
Good morning.
Ititi. Yeah. Good morning, Misty. Kendrick. Gave a shout out to Kendrick this morning.
Kendrick.
Sweezy.
Yeah, those little ornaments cracked me up.
Oh, with
yeah.
the feather and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one where Belinda
Where
had
he
a
was,
little
like, this
cowboy hat
big.
one and the and a feather in that.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was good.
Oh, anti-AA.
She said, "God, not that part."
God. Just Sequoia. Yeah, alumni. AA knows what I mean. She graduated from Sequoia.
Is she gonna be
Sequoia.
there? Are you gonna be there this week?
Are you gonna be there, Andrew?
Yeah, that's the question. That's the real
Anti-AA. I think she's busy. I
Mm.
think she said she had a. Yeah, I don't know.
just making up stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I just talked to her this
Yeah.
morning, and she said that she was busy. I don't know.
The state championship.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Cassandra Faye's out at Concho.
Selling tickets.
Boncho.
Oh, she will be there. Good.
Oh, yes, sirs.
All right.
We're just gonna make her work.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We have all these
lead.
plans to do
You to
different
feed
things.
everybody. Actually,
Feed and
Natalie
lead.
wants a break.
Lead the meetings.
Yeah, you got to cook and lead meetings and make sure everyone sticks to the agenda and
Yeah.
make sure everybody goes to bed.
Yeah.
Oh, what? There's a bed. There's a.
Yeah. Lights
the
out
bed?
10
Yeah.
10
Oh, I'm
p.m.
definitely not going. That's triggers right
Oh my goodness.
there.
Crazy. Yeah.
Oh, Roswell.
It's where the aliens from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little green men.
The one
The
alien.
Cricket
The ones
Nation.
people-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I seen that this morning. But good morning, Tom Woolworth.
Mr. Woolworth.
Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. You want to dive right in, or you got?
Good.
Whatever you want to do.
I don't know. Today's December 11th. We're still in the fall. I think December 21st is winter.
Yeah.
Winter starts.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Oh yeah. Come forward and join hands with us in this great work for the Creator. Traditional Circle of Elders, Northern Cheyenne. The elders have spent years learning to pray and communicate with the Great Spirit. Their job is to pass this knowledge on to young people. The elders have told us we are now in a great time of healing, the Creator guiding them to help the young people figure this out. We must get involved and participate. We should pray and see what it is the Great Spirit wants us to do. We need to sacrifice our time to help the people and to be of maximum use of the Creator. Every person is needed to accomplish this great healing. Creator, whisper what you want me to do. Ooh.
I was zoning out. I didn't even
Good.
put the banner up.
Oh dang. What? You mean go? Let me do it
Start over
again.
Now you gotta start over.
Start over. Read
The
it
elders have spent years.
again.
You want to go first, or Darian, or Carmelo?
You
No, I
can.
still gotta read it.
But
I'm
Tom,
still
we're
reading it.
I was listening.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was.
Go ahead,
Oh.
Mingo.
Oh, what comes to my mind is, it's like you're filling everybody's cups up, but with your story and your experiences and your trauma, and able to share that is powerful. It's something that you may not help a lot, but just helping that one person, that one listener or somebody that's been similar events, going through what you went through or what they went through, and I think able to, Creator will, once you pray and step aside, let him take control. Don't do it your way or his way or somebody else's way. My heal the Creator's way, and he has that special way of that connecting. What did Don say? Nakasha, like connectedness,
Mhm.
and that connectedness between a brother and a brother or sister to a sister, and able to help them heal, and and able to hear their story may help them in some way. A lot of people don't express when you tell a story or your speaker nights, and it may not express it right away, or some people may come later on and be like, I liked, or I loved how the way you describe or you talked about your story or your trauma. And sometimes it's good to hear that sometimes, and able to have that, and to talk to someone and let it out, and if you use that or your therapist, or take it to the sweat lodge, or anything like that. So I don't know, that's what just came to today's meditation. Able to, it takes a lot, and may drain you, it may not drain you, it may just help you build more and more, able to help our people. So ahoo, Mado.
Good.
Mm.
Carmelo,
Good words.
ahoo, thank you.
When I was thinking about this, there's always been an issue, I think, especially for most of the time for people in recovery, with gatekeeping and people trying to hold on to knowledge and not wanting to share it and things like that. We were taught, at least I was, you got to look for your elders. You got to learn from them. Even if it's not them like saying anything to you, you watch them and how they uh, react to different things and how they talk to people and how they demonstrate, respect and honor. And I just remember that. and I don't remember having a lot of conversations with the elders of my family, but I remember watching them a lot and learning that way. And never had any questions. They didn't ever stop and not try to give me the answers I was looking for or anything like that. They did their best to try to share that information. And I think this meditation goes right along with that. And, I think it was even when we had our last meeting with Don C, he even said that, we're going through a time where everybody learned about the trauma of our lives and where we've come from and everything, to where now we're kind of feel like we're turning a corner to where we're starting to talk more about the healing part and how we're, kind of turning that corner to where we can. And I think that's kind of a big deal because, yeah, the knowledge is out there and our people are out there that went through all of the trauma and grief that our people had to go through with the boarding schools and everything like that. But we've also learned a lot from it. We've also understand that our culture is still out there. We're still here, that we're still have to hold on to that, and it helps people in their healing process. And so our elders now, where there's still some that are afraid to share who they are and what they've learned, and because for the longest time they weren't ever allowed to share it or anything like that. And so now that they're starting to come and are willing to share more of that information, and especially for the younger ones, because it's helping to guide them and it's helping to strengthen them over time. And we've seen it firsthand with a lot of people that we've helped in recovery as they've come back to their culture and they've come back to learning more, and they become uh kind of not really engrossed with it, but they want to know as much as possible. And I think we tried to figure that out at the same time because we're all coming back to it as well and trying to figure out, where we can be at and how we can best be helpful in all these different situations we're put in. And then in turn, we have to turn around and, teach it to our kids. And I think that's a big deal because it's not just teaching about who we are, it's teaching about honor, it's teaching about respect, it's teaching about strength. And that's kind of how people can use that, and especially our children, how they can use that in all situations of their life. And knowing who you are and knowing where you come from and how strong that can be in developing not just yourself, your character, and how you interact with your elders and your own family, and being prepared for whatever it is you're going to face. So that knowledge that's dropped down, it's going to really help us throughout all that.
Oh,
Good job, Uncle.
Mr. Chabada.
Mr. Chabada, your turn.
Yeah.
Mm.
Nick says, with the at the end. Frida says, good morning. Jonas Smith says, Nawa Kigadoo.
Good job,
from
Uncle.
Tulsa,
Good job,
Pawnee,
Andy.
Osage,
Ooh,
Bro, and Well
Tulsa.
Bridie.
Noah.
Grateful for another day.
918.
I think
But-
there's we can touch on it like pretty often about how lucky we are just in this building that we have elders that we can turn to that share the same values, or help open our minds to what we can pass on to other individuals and everything. And we do that with like sober seems like that's like an example of like some people will never have this chance to like learn a specific um just like a craft like or a skill. And we see that from just our end that it's building up the community. There's a lot more people bonding, and it's because we're all sharing the same values, the same work that creator is whispering to us. And then we see that in the traditional sense, where I remember going to would do and how they would act around certain ceremonies or certain environments. And I think a lot of our regrets is like, we wish we absorbed more when we were younger.
Yeah.
And it's hard to kind of push that to the younger generation, because we know exactly how we were back then too. And so they're same way. We're like, nah, you got all the time in the world to learn it. I'm going to focus on women or something, like anything that's a distraction from all these different values that we should be holding on to really tight, but also sharing it. Because it is a culture shock whenever you go away from these. So like whenever I joined the military, like I was used to seeing, powwows almost, a couple times a month or something like that, and dances. And whenever I left, like none of that was around. Like I was the sole native in like probably in my whole 12-year career, I met three other natives in the Navy, and it's one of them was my aunt. And I'm like, so like it's a small portion of the world, and we just see how much value it has when you're surrounded in that environment. Like there is definitely like the ugly side where people are still unhappy and they lash out, but I wouldn't trade it for the world because we do see the amount of good that comes out of it. The bad may be really loud and all over the place, but the good is more powerful and it works in silence. So we do see a lot more positivity on an intimate level instead of on a social media level or anything like that. And I think the good people don't have to be loud about it to prove what it
Right.
is. And I think that's kind of where it's at. And so we get to share this wisdom with um, each other, with our elders are passing us whatever knowledge they have at that time that they feel is right to pass on, because it's not like they just come barging in and be like, you want to know what, and then like start bestowing wisdom. But
Right.
it'll just be in those one-on-one conversations, and then they'll bring stuff up, and then they we all kind of share that common belief that we need to preserve our people, empower our people, and continue to do good things for them. And then more and more good will follow. It's just the ripple effect, like it's the snowball effect, whatever you want to call it, because it's just a momentum that's going to keep going and going and going. And we just hope that we can take this as long as we can, and go on from there. I think that's what I got.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, thank you,
I
Mr.
think
Chabana.
we've kind of
Good job,
outgrown
Uncle.
from the point to where it was kind of a big deal for us to learn that you know it's not just always the good stuff that gets passed down from from generation to generation. It can be the bad stuff too. It can be the environments you grew up in, and you would never think that you would try to promote that environment that you grew up in, especially if it was a bad one. But if you don't know anything else, that's all you're gonna. That's what you start to see over time. It's like how if there's never any healing that's put forth into your family, that's going to be passed down from generation to generation. I've seen it myself in my own family, whether it's my sister's families or my brother's families or my aunts or my uncles. If they're in a in an environment where addiction is just running rampant the entire time, it's just passed down. And I don't even think the kids realize it over time. And then they'll go to school or they'll be out on their own and they're doing the same things that their parents are doing. And it's just like, oh well, this is okay because this is how everything was done and this is how we got through life. And it's not until they have that realization that they can be better than how they were raised or how they were shown the environment that they grew up in, to where now like there's a that promotion of healing that we're trying to instill into everybody and realizing, hey, this is out there. Even if you have to be that first generation person, you can start that and then be that light in your family's life, to where your children are going to be better off and their children are going to be better off, and so on and so forth. So I think that's a big deal when it comes to passing this knowledge down, because and you have to realize where you came from, even if you are that first generation, because you're learning from it. That experience made you who you are. And we didn't all grow up in the best of environments. Some of us were better than others. And I think that the influence of people in our lives, even if we're just looking at them, I remember specifically sitting there and watching my elders and doing different things as a kid, and I remember there's a few times where I had questions, but most of the time I'm just sitting there and watching, because that's what I was told I was had to do. Like, sit here and be quiet and you watch what they're doing. And that was it. Like I never like I felt like I was in trouble the entire time I was supposed to be learning something. And it wasn't until I got older that I started asking questions where I was like, well, I know that this is what they're doing, but tell me why they're doing it. That way I can absorb that knowledge better and be able to start trying to teach my own kids about how they're supposed to be. And so I think it's just key that we recognize all of it, so that even bad knowledge can be passed down, and as well as the good. So
I also do think it's funny whenever it comes like reciprocal. So like, um, my grandma like knew a lot from back when I was younger, I guess. Like, and so she would teach me a lot. And then now that I'm surrounded by the tribe, like working for the tribe, like she was asking like what, how do you say this or whatever, and then I told her, and she's like, well, who would have thought that we would just switch roles like right now, and you're like teaching me these things. And so it's pretty cool because like
Yeah.
it just shows that knowledge can be passed down, you know, from elder to young. I don't even know what the opposite of elder, younger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Elder to person.
yeah, elder to
Yeah,
person and
elder to
person to
person.
elder.
The grandchild.
Yeah. Yeah. And so like you know, it just shows that we can all learn from each other no matter what part of life we're in. You know, you can find knowledge just in spots you wouldn't expect. And so as long as you retain what's positive and then, you know, share that with others, I think it means a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah.
That's what you remember when I went up to where was it at when I had those sit down conversations with the elders? I think it was one of Pathways first.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It
they
was
came over and they came
yeah.
over and like I was just like, because I asked them, I was like, what role do you think prayer plays in your life? And I just remember sitting there listening, and I would forget that I'm supposed to be talking at or asking
Yeah.
questions, and I'm just like, please keep talking, please
Yeah.
keep talking. But that was like in the very first times where we were doing podcasts and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just remember sitting there, and I just remember how willingly they were willing to sit there and talk about it. Well, you know, the ones I would, and I just thought it was kind of a powerful moment. You know, I need to go back and listen to what they had to say because some of them, you know, I kind of blanked out because I'm like, oh yeah, I need to be doing this and doing this and doing this. But you know, so it was just to hear them have the passion behind wanting to share the knowledge they have. Sometimes it's kind of overwhelming, just
Mhm.
to a point to where it can get kind of emotional at times. So I think that's a big deal is that, you know, most of our elders are willing to share as long as we're willing to sit there and listen and ask questions and try to learn from it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think with the Elders Day out yesterday, it seemed like they had a good time. So it's a good thing we get to do stuff for our elders, and I like how some of them share their stories or the way their prayers worked, and a lot of them, have their ups and downs. So just like my mom, I'm just glad, Nako, she was able to take me, all over to, powwows, dances. Just very grateful of that, and she went to work every day, the next day. So, and I seen that, so I knew, that was a good lesson to learn, and able to watch her and watch what she does, because like you always say, they say, well, we pass down, alcoholism to alcohol and drugs to drugs, people, and it's like, well, because we seen it happen, the kids, as we're kids, we were seeing that, and we see other things, and that's how it's passed down, these big powwow families, or these big, government laid roles that some of our native people have, carried on and become a, doctor, a lawyer, or anything like that. So teachers. So yeah.
and, you know, there's that saying out there is that, you know, we're the answers to prayer that our elders used to say all the time when they were younger or even now. And I think that when I think about that at events like Elders Day Out or something, I'm like, how many times do they get to sit there and think like, man, my grandchildren are living a life that I never thought they would ever get to have, and it's a
Mm,
result of the prayers they used to say when they were young, or, you know, Creator, watch over my grandchildren, or even if they don't have grandchildren yet, like, hey,
yeah.
eventuality, I'm hoping that's going to happen. I'm going to pray over them now anyways, just because I want to make sure that they're protected at all times. And so to see the blessings of life and to see the answer to prayers, like walking around every day, the clients that walk in here that we never expect to walk in here from time to time,
Hmm.
hey man, that's an answer to somebody's prayer
Yeah.
somewhere at some point. And I think that's a real blessing that we get to see those different things in life, from time to time, especially when it comes to the elders, and to see the smile it can bring to their face, especially when it comes to their own kids, recognizing that they can have a better life and things like that. So
Yeah.
that's all that knowledge,
Yeah.
man.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh,
well,
I guess no more comments.
no,
Isaac says, thank you for all that your group does for the communities.
Yep.
Yep. Welcome. We plan more for, every year to come.
It feels like we're doing more and more every year.
Yeah.
I know sober seems everyone, we have people come from all over the state come down to that. So
Yeah.
it's always a fun activity. And so thankful that hey, look, I got to make this, and now I get to have it, and I get to use it.
Mhm.
And then to see them turn from making their own to like, hey, I'm gonna teach my daughter how to do it,
Yeah.
and they'll come and they'll teach their daughter
Yeah.
how to do it, and they'll still have questions, but they're sitting there teaching them and showing them exactly how they do it. And it's just me and Darian or the girls teaching them, showing them, okay, well, this is the way you fix this, and this is the way you fix that, and this is the way we do it. And it's just literally, it's like I felt like this last one was more of a hands-off activity for us, and like the people actually like took it to heart more and started doing a lot more on their own. And there was a couple places where we had to step in and help out, but it wasn't like the first one. I felt like we were
Yeah, the
making
first one. Oh my god,
all
back.
kinds
I
of
know,
stuff.
holes in the floor, holes in
So,
tables,
yeah.
everything. But
So it was good. So it's good to see that connection coming from those different events and stuff that we do. So
Yeah.
Randy says, "Good morning."
Good morning, brother.
Nolene.
Yeah, out there in Hawaii with
Yeah.
his thong on, like
Yeah.
Fairy always says.
Going up to that mountain.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's we got the recovery retreat this weekend.
Tomorrow there's going to be a Christmas party at Trinity Church from 10 to 2. It's hosted by Be Heard. And it is on 23rd and Classen. They're going to be giving out, I think, 80 pairs of shoes. They're going to have some food. We'll have our booth out there. So yeah, if you're in Oklahoma City from 10 to 2, stop by.
They're gonna have chili.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they're shooting for chili, hot chocolate,
Yeah.
everything.
Mm.
And so yeah, anytime they're out there. And then if you need to do laundry or take a shower, that's what their trailer is all for.
Yep.
And so you might have seen them on the news. They made the news Tuesday night. You'll see Barry's shoulder. So Barry's super famous in that news article. But they hit
Popping in the back.
they hit 1,000 showers in the Oklahoma City area. And I think that it was in 5 months. And so they do a lot of good work for the unhoused population. And that's why we just tag along wherever we can. Because we were at Second Chances before they got there, and we had like 60 people maybe. And then once they started arriving and showers were being provided, we got 100, 125 every week. And so it's pretty cool seeing the impact that they have and the crowd they draw, and just how they're always having a good time. They're always just jamming out.
And then they give us a shout out.
Yeah, and so we made the news article in the text version, because we go out there every week. I think they're trying to do Trinity Church also every week now, and so I think in January we'll probably do double outreaches outside, but we'll see.
So we'll be in Oklahoma City 3.
Yep, all the time. Might as well move the office out there.
Yeah.
Yep. So it'll be entertaining. But other than that, I
Yep.
don't think there's an MMU. So if you're in Elk
MMU,
City
Elk
today,
City.
go stop by I can't even remember where the MMU is. Is it at the church?
In Oak City?
Sure, or the park? No.
I think it's at the church.
I don't know.
Or is it
Is
the?
Kendrick still on there?
Yeah,
Kendrick, if you're
Kendrick,
on
where you
there,
at?
tell everybody where you're at.
Is it at that?
know
tech,
it's in Elk City.
Tech school, maybe.
I don't know. I remember they used to have it at the
At that church, yeah.
Yeah, you remember? Because we were out there
Oh,
in the
yeah.
rain grilling,
Grilling hot dogs.
Grilling hot dogs.
We had that dog that was running around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whiskers.
Christy Combs says, "Good morning. Keep praying for our
Seguin.
youth. They
Seguin.
are the future of our tribes. Praying we can pass on good ways and healing for them."
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hello, Christine. Well, I guess that's it.
Anything else? Any last
No.
words?
That's it.
Any last minute words of wisdom? Wise words of wisdom?
We're going to try to do some podcasts and lives from out at the retreat. That'll be on the Recovery page. So if you're not following the Recovery page, make sure you're doing that if you want to catch what we're up to this weekend. Just on there that want to share and catch some highlights and different things that we're doing. So make sure you're following not just the tour page, but the Recovery page too. And like, share, follow. Always catch us,
Check
and we'll
out
try
our
to be
check
on
out
as
our
much as
merch.
we can. Yeah.
Yep.
That's the Recovery part.
Oh yeah.
Keep
Yeah,
promoting.
dang bingo. Yeah.
My bad.
There's a
Tour
difference.
doesn't have a merch page.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Anyways, we'll catch y'all
All right.
later.
Have a good weekend.
Hey!